I shouldn't come back to stream anymore.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to some Doomlings with the Dinolings expansion. Whoever has the most points at the end wins, and the game ends when the world ends, so it should be pretty sick.
So soon.
Mike was our first player. I'm just going to move all this stuff up here. And then, Mike, you get to start things off by revealing this. Set your gene pool to 5, play 1 trait each turn, and stabilize at the end of your turn. The Birth of Life.
I'm going to play Carnivore. I discard all Dinolings from my trait pile, but there is none.
Cool.
Whoa,
Nice.
okay. Sorry, just fixing the color grade. Let me see. I want to see what it looks like.
Carnivore.
Oh, that's cool. That's one of the...
new
That's
one.
just worth 6 points.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick.
I think it's just really lucky to get them early on, or else I'd be discarding all my...
As I remember, things don't stay.
Things don't stay.
All right, then you stabilize, so you draw up to 5 or discard down. Well, it's up to your gene pool size.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna play a dominant trait because this actually seems really good. It's called Echolocation. It's 4 points. Until the end of the game, I draw 1 card at the start of each of my turns.
Whoa.
That's intense.
That's great.
Well, it seems appropriate that I should play Impatience.
Nice.
Lay it up there so it can be seen.
Yeah.
And it says steal 2 random cards from an opponent's hand, and I'm gonna pick Mike because why not? You went first.
Wow.
Whoa. No, Megan knows I have a card that's confusing, so she's like, I'm not.
I don't want to.
And then you have to discard down to 5.
I do.
All right, so here's the fricked up thing that had me a little bit of a crisis today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How do you remember, and can you articulate how to read? Like,
What?
we can
Discard
read.
pile?
We can read.
Yeah, we'll do it over here. Like, we know what reading is. Like, we've been doing it forever, right?
Yeah.
But, like, how do you explain what reading is and, like, how you do it?
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, Kelvin's going to have to learn to read.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to be like, sound out the word, right?
Yeah.
But, like, what is that?
It is
We're having a crisis.
We're in crisis
staring
today.
at very thinly sliced trees
Yeah.
with runes drawn on them in ink.
But, like, how
And
do we...
hallucinating vividly.
Like, how do we know what those runes are? Like, who taught us that? Like, how did we form that?
Justin needs to take a
Like, how do we know what
Justin's
that
in a
is?
dark place right now.
Because, like, Julie does this for her job. That's what I need to ask her, right? Because, like, so I heard I watched a video, and there was a form of reading they taught in the 80s and 90s that was not about phonetics, right? Because that's the way that they teach.
Okay.
Yeah, a big way right now. But it used to be about memorizing the shape of the word. So you never learned how to sound the word out. You know that bed looks like bed, and it says like bed. You know, like that's how you say
Okay.
bed.
Yeah.
I did learn in my elementary. One of my teachers did sort of teach that way.
And that apparently is one of the worst ways to teach someone how to read.
Checks out.
That's why I can't read.
Yeah.
But like, and then it got me thinking of like, but like, how do I know that the word orange is orange? But I mean, I sounded out like I know phonetics, like I was taught by that, right?
Yeah.
But like, even the process of at this point now, me learning how to read, I'm like, how do I, if I got hit in the head, how would I do that?
I think speaking is actually even cooler because if you think about reading, there's something tangible. So if I have an idea, I put it and make it tangible, I give it to you, you can read it. But speaking, there's nothing.
But there are whole cultures.
Mind reading.
Another thing that's crazy.
Whole cultures that don't have written word though.
Yeah, that's more fucked up too.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
But like, even like one of those things, like, say for example, you find out a solution to a coding problem.
Yeah.
You know the answer like that, but it takes you X amount of time to explain that answer to somebody.
True. Yeah.
But that brains can just like know something immediately.
Yeah.
But then to actually put it into like explanation to
That's
someone
cool.
else
Yeah.
takes more time, like
They
exponentially more
did
time
to
than
know
to
it.
think it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
to just like have it in there.
Well,
Which
the
is
brain did
fucked
name
up.
itself. So,
It did, yeah. The brain's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Mitch, why don't you pull your card?
On that note.
I'm going to play fucking Diddy. +1 gene pool.
Nice.
Amazing.
All right. So now we get to the end of the start of your turn, Mike. Mm-hmm. So then When all players have taken a turn, the first player flips a new age card and a new round begins.
Age of the first ferns. If you have 7 or fewer traits in your pile, you may play one
Effectless one now. So you can play like one without any effects.
One without effects?
No effects.
I got bark.
No effects.
2 points,
What's
green.
one without an effect? Oh,
True.
Like, just like,
literally nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just don't have anything.
Oh, you stole my.
I did steal
you
him.
Steal my bone guy.
Yeah.
I'll take bone structures for 2. Oh, they have flavor text. Oh, they always had flavor text. All right, Mike, now you got to play your turn. Well, it's been a memorizer, but like, how do you do that? Like,
I'm gonna do this one. I may play late from my hand after I stabilize.
oh, that's after you like draw your hand size.
Yeah.
So don't play that now, because then you can't.
What do you mean?
Then you can't play it later.
You could play that card and then play late after you stabilize, if that makes sense.
It's a one-time.
Oh, I can play at any time. I don't
no,
have to play it
after
now.
you stabilize.
Yeah.
So stabilize is when you draw or discard the hand
I
size.
thought I had to
for your
play
turn.
it so that came
No.
effect.
No, so you can like play the other one, then you draw your hand size, then you can play late.
Sure. You and an opponent may discard 1 trait from each other's trait pile. I don't really want to do that one.
That seems bad because you're playing late.
I'm just not gonna play anything.
I don't think you can. You have to.
Do I have to play?
Yeah. All right, and then you stabilize.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, at the start of my turn, I draw a card.
You have shiny ones in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're wait.
What's up?
Well, they're doubles of some of the other cards in the deck.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't care.
okay.
I see a new word and say to myself multiple times. Every time I have a word, I do it again. But how do you know how to say that word?
Well, somebody said it to them at some point.
Yeah, but like, how did that
verb-
person know how to
verbal
say
language.
that word?
Pass down.
Before writing, there
But,
was
like-
speech.
But like,
Okay. Here. I actually have an answer for you because
Oh.
there are cultures of where like deaf people make their own language. Like
Okay.
they don't get taught.
But how
a
did they
sign
do
language. Their brains just like they
Want to communicate.
They did enough like awareness of who they are and what they want to be able to like drive themselves to communicate that to somebody
So
else.
there's an RPG out there where you create a language together, and in the end, the language dies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
but
it'd be really fun to play with Justin in this mood.
Yeah.
I just don't like. It all makes sense. Like I all get it. I know it works. But like,
know it works.
By the brain being
the method in which it happens is just insurmountable for me to comprehend. Like I see this word and it says bark, and I'm like, I know what that means. It's the sound a dog makes, but it's also on a tree. And I know how it sounds, I know what it looks like, and I know how to spell it. I know each letter individually. I can say each letter individually. How do I put these together and know that this is the bark of a tree or the bark of a dog?
and what is
crisis that Kelvin had?
Exactly the same. Exactly. He learned the word bark today. He couldn't handle it.
yeah.
I'm going to play Venomous. I'm going to play another trait, and then I get to move Venomous to an opponent's trait pile.
Oh, why are we picking on Mike? No, I'm
He's
sorry,
a
Mike.
6-pointer.
Yeah, it's
And I'll
great.
play Teeth, which gives me a gene pool, and then I'm going to draw up to 6.
Okay.
Calvin's crisis today, he was, he went to the baby gate that we have on top of the stairs, and he was shaking it, and it
Oh,
opened.
no.
Oh.
And it opened over the stairs, and he launched down the
shit.
stairs, face first, fell down a flight of stairs.
That's quite a crisis.
Yeah, is he okay?
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's young. They're malleable.
They're pretty
Yeah.
bouncy and rubbery.
He had a good cry. And
So
then
are
it
you
was
getting
fine.
like a new gate
new
then?
kid?
Like a whole
Oh,
New kid.
replacement
yeah, just
kid?
getting
Yeah,
kid.
this one fell down the stairs. I want a refund.
Yeah.
He's fine, but
Yeah, I mean, he's just a little dented. We
Yeah.
might want a new one. Oh, I see we're stacking colors. Understood. I'm playing a dominant, which is viral because we're streaming and that seems appropriate. The flavor text is like, share, comment, and be sure to smash that subscribe button.
Yeah,
So
Please actually do that.
yeah. At the world's end, I choose a color. Opponents receive -1 for each trait of that color in their pile.
That's a little
oh,
bit fucked up that you did that, Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it's 2 points, so what can I
All
say?
right.
Here, I'm gonna go
And
to super far out.
I
so you
draw
guys-
back
you
up
can
to
go back a bit.
5. Oh, thank you.
All right, Mitch.
Okay. We're gonna play selfish. Steal a red trait from an opponent's trait pile. I'll do this one.
Yeah.
Is that
Nice.
red?
Yeah,
Seems
it's red.
red. Yeah, seems
It's a
red.
little different red.
Is it Dino?
Yeah, because it's an expansion one. It has a cool background.
Yeah, that is cool.
All right, Mike, reveal a new one.
Shit.
Eclipse. Players cannot play red traits.
Oh.
Oh, at all.
Yeah, until this eclipse is gone.
It'll be gone.
Whoa.
We're gonna doing optimistic nihilism. Nothing matters.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Bring about the next catastrophe. Skip all turns. Ignore all age effects along the way. Do not stabilize.
Oh.
When Mike doesn't want to
Dominant.
play the game.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Sorry. Did something happen with this? I didn't shuffle any catastrophes in.
It was supposed to be a very chill game.
It was going to be very chill.
I grabbed the wrong deck. All right, here's the catastrophes. Okay, but that's
I
okay.
vaguely do remember you being like, "This is catastrophe," setting it off to the side, and then saying
the
something
same
about
thing,
shuffling
yeah.
catastrophes and picking up a different pile, and me being like, "I don't
Should
know."
we just
anything.
say the
I
next
know
one was
nothing,
a
don't know.
catastrophe? Yeah.
Don't comment.
Oh, you.
No, because I can just rebuild it.
Okay.
Because there should be decks of 3. Yeah, 3, 3, 3. Then we add a 4th, and these are the catastrophes. Because we've seen 2 of the cards, so then it has a 50% chance of being a catastrophe. So this one, and then this one, and then that one. Just doing a little bit of...
A little bit of shuffling, literally, and figuratively speaking.
So,
If we do a fusion dance, we can finally become a complete language speaker.
I can't. So, was that the scariest thing in the world?
As a parent,
Oh, it was. Especially, so Kirsty and I have experienced it differently. So I was actually downstairs when it happened, and all I heard is Kirsty a scream and then a thud.
God, no.
And
Oh,
then,
no.
and then she screamed again, and then I sprinted upstairs, and I see him. Well, it's sort of, just so you know, there's 2 sets of stairs, so
Yeah.
I went up one stair, and he was at the landing between
Yeah.
the 2 stairs, and
You just saw them short there.
yeah, it actually wasn't that. Yeah, it was 4 steps, 4 wooden steps that he fell down, but yeah, at least it wasn't a huge flight of stairs.
no gaping wounds though.
No, he was
Nice,
fine.
that's good.
Not
Right.
even a bruise.
Tell me to try harder
-1
next time.
to Gene
Yeah.
Pool.
So -1 to Gene Pool, everybody.
As low as I go.
nope.
Oh, just kidding.
And
JK
then
loss.
discard 1 card from your hand for every red trait in your trait pile.
None.
Okay.
Nice. Thanks for stealing from me.
We're
Yeah.
just gonna discard this other nihilism. Because
The less shiny one.
Yeah.
Discard this.
Okay, so then when the trait is revealed, the first player moves to the left.
Okay.
Okay. I'll draw a card for the start of my turn. Yeah, I'll play this Pollination. It gets +1 for every card in my trait pile with a face value of 1, including this one.
Oh. So all your 1s are now 2s, basically.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna discard this card and pass to you, Megan.
Sweet. I'm gonna play this
Justin,
Meso
one never
Predator.
loses. Does he ever
To
choose
play,
a
I must
win?
discard 1 from my trait pile. So I'm gonna get rid of the 1. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't answer that right now. I've had a tough day.
This is a colorless, isn't it?
I had to teach myself language again.
Yeah.
Just the concept of it.
All right, I'm gonna play Nosy. Look at 2 random cards from an opponent's hand. Who has the most cards?
I have 5, but please don't look at mine.
Oh, hang on. I wasn't supposed to drop. I lost
I
a
only have
gene
3.
pool. That can go on the bottom.
I haven't been up to my full hand
I
in
have
a long
4.
time.
Oh, you're still gonna draw up to the gene pool
No,
thing.
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
choose
I'm
just.
not stabilized.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at 2 random cards from your hand, steal 1, and play it immediately.
Hope you're happy with yourself.
Okay. You know that one back. Value is equal to the number of cards in your hand with effects.
Cool.
So you want to keep ones with effects in your hand for the end.
Yes. 5.
All right. I'm gonna do
Hardest
fangs.
part of this game so far.
Nice.
Remembering how many
1.
cards you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, New Age. We have a catastrophe, mass extinction, -1 to all gene pools. Man, that
Oh
sucks.
my god.
Oh.
Discard 1 card from your hand for every colorless trait in your, oh my god, in your gene pool.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
I'm not doing great here.
Yeah. So this is our second catastrophe.
okay.
These are
I have
two
not been out
catastrophes.
to a full hand in a long
go to
time
you.
at the beginning of a turn.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I'm gonna play this selective memory.
Is it Megan's turn first?
No, because I get a. It's when it goes at the start of
Oh.
my turn. I do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play selective memory and play a card from the discard pile, and I gotta play its action. Dude, Dinolings are kind of goated. Yeah, I'm gonna get this Insatiable. Discard all Dinolings from your trade pile. Excluding
like
this
mine.
one. It is.
Cute.
And then I'll draw one card, because our hand size are the smallest things in the world.
Just have some thoughts about language.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Okay. In
Great start, by the way.
Start for language.
actually an analogy. So one of the arguments against bad arguments against evolution is that people will look at an eyeball and say this is too complicated for it to have evolved because if an eyeball is missing any sort of component, an eyeball must have all of its components to be an eyeball, or it must not, is the argument. But when you start breaking it apart and you look at how an eyeball evolved, and you can have an animal that only sees light
Yeah.
or darkness or black, and then you can start to, you actually can have a big spectrum. So I wonder if you think about language and how it evolved, how you can have very simplistic language. So I know in wartime, sometimes if they want to communicate long distances, they use a flag to communicate like an enemy's coming. So you just have this yes-no language, this super basic language. So I wonder if over time language just started
It became
simple,
more complicated,
and it
yeah.
slowly became more complicated.
So what I'm hearing is we're so much smarter than everyone else before us.
yes.
No, that is actually an interesting thing to think about too. That that maybe it was.
When you think about it today, it is overwhelmingly complicated.
Yes.
And think
Yeah.
about how that came about. You really got to think about the steps it took to get there.
So I played take a peek at the next stage and play another trait, which was the third eye. And then I played Territorial, which is all opponents discard one red trait from their trait pile.
Oh.
You, Megan.
Discard a red trait?
Yep.
What
Goodbye,
the hell?
all of you.
That was one of my. All right, Mitch, you're up.
All right.
You drew up, Megan.
I did. It's only just 3. It's very sad.
It is a tiny hand.
Yeah.
Mindful. +1 for each colorless trait in your trait pile. including
Nice.
This one. All done.
I'm gonna play this Appealing
I like the pun. I like the
it.
pun.
and draw it.
Okay, I'll draw a card at the start of my turn.
Nice. That card's too strong.
It's very good. Well, you know what, Megan? I don't want to say fuck you, but I'm going to say fuck you. I got self-replicating. Play one card from the discard pile. I want
Seems reasonable.
My dinosaur back. And I ignore its action. Oh. And when I play another green trait, I can return this card to my hand.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm gonna play Parasitic. I'm gonna take it.
Oh. An opponent plays a trait. Sure. So steal that trait. So you get this, and you stop its action. So you don't get to do it. You just get
No,
a 0.
I wanna steal it for this one.
Play one trait from the... Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And it
And
stops
you-
his action, so I actually get to keep both of
Yeah,
them.
and you get that as well.
Play the trait from your hand. When an opponent plays a trait, steal the trait. Oh, it does go into me. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Megan. Everyone's taking a turn. Let's reveal this. Age of Wonder. You must end your turn with 4 cards in your hand.
It's going to be real hard with me.
Me too.
Yep.
How does that work?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Does
That's
this
a-
go this
I
way?
guess we
No,
all
no,
just
yeah.
have a gene pool of 4 for this round?
Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. Yeah. That's our new gene pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
You must end your turn with 4 cards in your hand.
Yeah. So I think it just sets a new gene pool. I think Mitch is
Just
right
a temporary,
For
just a temporary
temporary.
one.
Yeah.
on that. Yeah.
All right.
Deal. I have to play a card, I assume?
Yep.
Okay, we're playing Sticky Secretions,
All right.
which is +1 for each purple trait in your trait pile, including this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we got to kill Mike's dinosaurs.
No, my dinosaurs.
The comment must come.
All right, cold blood. Draw 3 cards.
I'm on the top.
One,
Nice.
2, 3. You may play
Oh, I didn't grab
one now.
Oh, that's huge.
Let's take a look. Whoa.
Whoa.
All right, we're gonna play just 1 + 1 to
In.
the gene pool. Yeah. I'm done. I'm gonna go down to 4.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do denial, so I ignore the next catastrophe. I
Nice.
cannot ignore the 4 horsemen. Go up to 4.
Sweet.
You got a lot of points.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
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 Oh wait, I'm just gonna nope that.
Oh,
Chromatophores. Good luck saying that word. You may play this card from your hand at any time to prevent an action.
Cool.
It's not.
oh, that's not an action.
Oh.
Sad.
Action is the action symbol. It's that.
Oh.
Which this one just doesn't.
Oh, it's just the special.
Draw a card at the start of my turn.
It's just dominant.
It's just the dominant card.
It's just dominant.
It's the dominant gene pool.
Yeah.
I get
Dominant.
it. I get it.
But I played all my dominants now. I can't play any more dominants.
It's
Yeah,
true. It's true.
It's true. All right. I think what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna play this Rumbler. I get -2 to my gene pool, and an opponent, I'll choose Mike, must
Yeah.
stabilize to my gene pool.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Okay.
My gene pool is 2. What's going on in here?
Your genes, they're not very strong. That's all.
They're not very strong.
Yeah.
All right, and then we will flip this. Lunar Retreat. Players cannot play purple traits.
All right.
Okay.
Go for it, Megan. So now this is back on the docket for hand size.
Does this move yet?
Now it moves when a catastrophe happens, so it's not going to change for you.
Sick.
Oh, because we have 3 already.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
2 already.
Yeah.
So third's the last one, right?
Here's the last one.
Hello. It's appealing.
I think I just have to whiff a card because I can't play anything else. So
That's unfortunate.
yeah, and I'm at 3.
Megan, you're at
Ooh,
you're at 5 points.
I sure am.
All right, Mitch, you're up. It's not going great for Megan over there.
My genes are not helping me out.
No. She's at because these are worth 1 for each purple.
Oh, right. Okay.
this is
I mean,
3.
she's still not
4,
as kindly as I can say.
7, 8.
not
You're
doing
8.
well.
You're at 8.
Thanks.
Deal a trait with a value of 1 from an opponent's trait pile.
Sorry.
Does this activate?
I think so. I think this is just like
It's, just,
passive.
it's not.
effects.
It's not an action. It's just.
Yeah, it's just passive.
Okay.
You really have to just do me like that, huh?
3.
Just one.
Not a strong gene pool.
Good news. It can't go below 1.
It can't. No, it can't. All right, Mike, you're up.
Okay. We're gonna play this this purple one. Value is equal to the top card of the discard pile.
Cannot play purple cards.
Oh, good catch.
And then I can't play.
Oh, what happens if you can't play? What happens if you can't play? You lose the game? That's crazy.
crazy.
Actually, it's the only way to win.
Yeah, I think you just have to skip it. You just stabilize.
Dang.
All right, I'll draw a card at the start of my turn. We only need 1 card.
Thanks for though.
Yeah. I literally had just read it to be like, did I have to do something with my gene pool? No. Okay, cool.
Whoopsie. Okay. I think we're going to just play this neutral card, which just increases my gene pool.
Seems wise.
Mitochondrion.
Powerhouse of the cell.
I'll keep these 2, and I'll put the weaker card on top of the discard pile. All right, everyone's taking a turn. We have Coastal Formations. Draw 1 card after you stabilize.
Oh.
Okay.
Look at you.
I know.
You're gonna go back up to 4 for briefly.
Yeah, I mean, this +1 each turn is kind of mitigates this a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We can play purple again.
You can play purple again. I don't want to.
I tuned in for hockey and got this instead.
Oh, we're still down 2-0.
Yeah, it's still 2-0. End of the second.
Sports be sporting.
I think Florida's got it though.
No, but Edmonton always comes back in the third, right?
Yeah,
They're only down 2. They came back up 4 in the
that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Because right now I've got 1, 4, 5 in, but then plus this, but I can't get rid of this. I'm looking for amounts I can get rid of.
Amounts you can get rid of?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I have to discard from my trait
Oh,
pile.
you can get rid of this guy.
You can get rid of
It has to have a value though.
Oh, then yeah, you can get rid of that guy.
I have
Probably
to
one.
get rid of a value of 5.
Oh, no!
It would have to be. So this one is 1,
One.
2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to do these 2.
Okay, I can do those 2, but this one's -1.
No, but it's +1 for each, including this one. So it's actually worth. Sorry, no, this is actually worth 1 point. So you'd have to get rid of this,
This and that. Great.
Are you
let's-
sure you want to play
Or
that?
just
Yes.
these 2.
Oh my god!
Yes, I'm sure I want to do it. Okay.
Titanic. To play this, you must discard 5. It's just 10 points.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It was worth it.
And then you draw 1 card at the end of this after you stabilize.
Thank you.
Okay. Camouflage. +1 gene pool. +1 for each card in your hand.
Dude, that's
2, 3, 4,
crazy.
5, 6, 7, and then +1 more for the catastrophe.
That's pretty sick. Like, how do I look at this? Like, how do I look at this word, rumbler, and rumbler, and I know like what that makes in my head.
But more importantly, what about like languages you don't understand? And
Yeah.
why don't you understand?
Prepper. At World's End, I choose the world effect from the last 3.
Oh, nice. For every red trait in your pile, discard 1 green trait from your pile. He's probably not going to choose either of these ones. He might choose this one. They're not bad.
Okay, I have stabilized.
All right, I'll draw at the start of my turn.
I have stabilized.
I have stabilized.
I'm going to play this Dreamer +1 to my gene pool. So I'll draw a card, then draw a card at the end of that. Megan. Awakening. Preview the next age before you take your turn. It's Northern Winds. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card from your hand.
Okay.
Thank you, Awakening.
This I feel very awake now.
Oh, you wanted Justin to check me out. I see.
Can we check Mike? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Just gonna move your stuff over.
No! Yeah, that's good.
7. That's not gonna help. Well, that help. Okay, I'm gonna play Flight, which is swap hands with an opponent. And I'm gonna choose Mitch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
You gave me flatulence?
You're welcome.
All right.
All right. Then you stabilize down to 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I get the
True.
pick. I get the
Yes,
pick.
you do. Yeah, well, Mitch can go while you're doing that. Unless
Yeah,
Mitch
go
has
for it.
discard interaction.
Let me just read these. All right. I'm going to play. Actually, I should wait for her to figure out what she's going to discard before I pick that card.
We can fill the space with just noise. Whoa! Look, 0, 1, 2.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Can I have that 3, Mike?
What 3?
The green 3.
No.
Yeah, just go really good here.
Really good there.
You should put the one with the lowest score on top of the discard pile.
Okay.
All right, Mitch.
No, that actually. So I'm going to play Swarm. Value is equal to the number of swarm traits in all trait piles, including this one.
Oh.
What?
There are none out,
Yeah.
but she may have a whole bunch in her hand.
She does not.
Okay.
It's cute though.
I will stabilize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, Mike. What do you got?
What do I got? I got clever. Opponents reveal one card in their hand to all players. I steal one and play it immediately. Everyone reveals one. It's not random. You can just choose one to reveal.
Okay.
Warm blood. Oh. Oh.
Just give me a stone skin.
Yeah, sure. Oh my god, I'm back up to 5.
Let's go. And now you gotta stabilize.
Oh my god, I gotta go up to 5.
All right, I'm gonna draw at the start of my turn. And then I think I'm gonna play this photosynthesis. So I draw 2 cards, and if either of them are green, I play 1 immediately. Neither of them are green. Whoa! I have to discard 2 cards here. I will discard these 2 idiots. All right, Megan. Draw. So everyone gets to just draw a card and then discard a card from your hand.
Okay.
Right now.
Yep.
Well, that's easy.
So we have a 50% chance of ending the game. This might be the last round. 50% chance these are the last cards you play.
Okay.
There he is! I was wondering when you're going to come down and start causing shit.
And immediately starts causing shit. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna play telekinetic, which allows me to swap 1 trait from my trait pile with an opponent's trait of a different color. I would like one of your 6 value cards. I don't really mind which one.
Oh. No, you get the red.
Because you want to keep the dinosaur, right?
They're both dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
It's fine.
Come here.
Okay. My turn. Did you stabilize?
I have not yet. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay. I'm going to play Flatulence. Doesn't do much. Then I'll stabilize.
3 points, though.
Yeah, good boy. Good boy with your head. Did you know you have a head? Did you know you have a head? It's right here.
We're gonna do draw 4
Nice.
cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So many options. Does Russ understand language?
No. Well, yeah, but not in how he wants to.
Selectively?
5.
Selective language understanding.
Hi, Russ.
Hi.
You should go away.
Do you miss when there were lots of wires to chew on under the table? Do you miss
Oh,
that?
yeah, remember that when we used to have, like, mic packs?
Yeah.
I bet you missed that. That was probably a lot of fun. A lot of shit to disturb.
All right. I'm going to play my second dominant, Hyper Intelligence. At World's End, choose a color. Opponents discard 1 trait of that color from their trait pile at random.
This is gonna be chaos. I
Wow.
love it.
All right, let's see if the game ends. It does!
Ah!
Final catastrophe, -1 gene pool, everybody. I guess I did need to stabilize. Discard all face value from 3 or higher from your hand and then stabilize. Oh, that's really good for you, Mike.
All face value of 3 or higher from my hand. Why is it good for me?
Because you have one that cares about the top card of the discard pile. So I'll have to do it in turn order. So
Yeah.
mine will be the one on top. So Megan, you discard yours first.
Oh, so it doesn't matter what mine is.
Yeah, because I'll just have a 4.
I don't have mine. I never played that one.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
What?
I couldn't play purple.
Oh, that's right. I was keeping track of it the whole time. Do you have any that are 3 or more?
No.
Nice.
But I still, so I have to
3.
stabilize down to 6 if I have too many?
Yes, yeah.
3.
Oh, wow. Oh, heroic.
I was trying to play them.
And then we all have to stabilize.
I kind of have
Does
a
it-
weird oddball thing that may occur here.
Sure.
So as I stabilize,
Yeah.
I'm going to play the green card,
Yeah.
This thing says I may play this after I stabilize if the top of the discard pile is green.
Yep.
And it is one of the anytime ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anytime. So I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to draw one, which
Nice.
is what it allows me to do.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. And now, Mike, you get to choose which world end triggers.
What are our choices?
So we have -7 if your trait count is higher than 20. So basically, if you have higher than 20, you lose 7 points.
Wow.
World's End, -1 for every red trait in your trait pile, or discard 1 green trait from your trait pile.
I don't think I'm at 20 anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we can all count up. We can see who's affected.
It ain't me.
You're at 20.
What? Did I
You're-
actually make it?
you're
there?
Yeah,
more than
you're
20.
21.
Dang.
You might be the only one.
4, 6, 7, 8, 12.
That's really
No,
funny.
I'm 21 as well.
There you go. Okay.
13.
You just have so many cards. I was like,
I
oh,
have
they have
24.
to.
I got 24 on mine.
22.
So that'll hit.
Oh, no, I've got all these minuses. No, I'm less than 20.
Nice.
Because I'm 24 minus 5. I'm 19.
Should I be counting my weird ones?
Yeah, those will count too.
Do
Are
I
you
need to
above
do that
20?
right now? Do I need to figure that out?
Doesn't
I
it
just
count the
did it.
symbol
I
as
mean,
0?
I'm mostly just doing it so Mike has to choose, like, so to see who's affected.
Anyways, what are the other ones? -1 for every red trait.
Yeah.
And then then World's End, discard 1 green trait from your trait pile.
Yeah.
At random?
No, you get to choose.
Oh.
I think I will be at 20, if that matters.
We'll do the first one.
All right, so it'll be -7 for that. Mike, so for everyone, I'm gonna say choose a color.
Yeah.
Green. You guys each have to discard a random green.
From our trade pile?
Yeah.
So nice to
I'll
meet. Thank you.
choose after you shuffle.
Do you not have to do it either?
No, it's just opponents.
No, you
Let's
fucker!
go!
You fucker!
Poor
Take
Mike.
7 points from me, I take 6 from you. All right, so then now we will count points. Why don't we start with the lead player, Megan? What do you got?
I believe I have 21 -7.
So you have 14?
Yep.
Yeah, you do actually have a perfect 21.
Oh, wait,
points.
I ignore the catastrophe.
Well,
Oh, wait. What are you doing?
Oh, I also choose a color at the end.
But I guess it didn't matter for me.
yeah. Yeah, I guess you gotta do that now.
Yeah. It's opponents.
So you can't choose gray. Gray's not a
I
color.
cannot choose gray.
So Mitch is safe from that. But if you choose purple, if you choose green, it'll get me. Purple, Mike and Mitch.
Same thing?
No, it's a -1 for each trait of that color. But I mean, in that case, it might push me or Mitch under the 20 for this.
True.
So
It's true.
I'll have to figure it all out.
Probably purple.
So -1
Megan,
for
my
every
queen.
-1 for every purple?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Russ, for doing this. Thank you.
-1 for every purple, so that'll be
You're so loved. You're so
that
loved,
one.
Kat.
That one.
Wait, do I... What do you mean by minus?
It's just
one?
-1
Receives
point
minus 1
for
point
every
each
trait.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just counting.
10.
So Megan has 14 is the number to beat right now.
I have 10.
You have 10? Okay. I got 9.
This is damn impossible to count
Sorry?
all this.
Well, these are just all zeros, right?
They're just
Oh,
all
yeah,
zeros.
okay, that makes that easy. You're a smart guy.
Russ has his own language. He definitely does.
I mean, this one is a purple, so it's a 0. Yeah.
It's going to be worth some points still.
Yeah, true, because it's...
Because I got this one.
Yeah.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 18.
Damn it.
I still have to lose my 7. 18, 19, 20, 21. Megan, I think you and I tie at 14.
I think so.
So we're at.
That's
see
my
what Mitchell
favorite
gets.
kind of win.
I think I'm at 21.
So then you also get -7?
Yeah.
So 14 to 3 of us. So 14.
We tie!
Let's
Best
see
game.
who wins. Let's see
Best
who
game.
wins. That's funny. All right. In the rare event of a tie, so rare we did it thrice, we're each going to draw a card from the deck. Don't look at it yet. We're all going to reveal it. Whoever has the highest trait value wins.
I love it. This is ultimate, like, luck of the draw genetics.
Yeah.
Wait, just,
so
do you want to
wait.
swap cards?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure, sure.
yeah. One more.
No!
Feelings are hurt.
I got a -1.
another tie.
Again?
I genuinely did look at that, by the way.
The face value of your final score. Yeah, you guys got to go again. So you guys are each at 16 here.
Do you
Swap
want to
or
trade?
not
Yeah,
swap?
swap it, sure.
Okay.
This is good. Mitch is going to win. Yeah.
Yep.
Because this is 0.
Mitch
Yeah.
wins. Mitch wins. Yay.
There you go. Should never swap with Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's all I've learned.
Swap or swip.
Swip. Yep.
So my final score was 13.
Nice.
Well,
Well, that was fun.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed some Doomlings. Have a good one. And as always, that was 40 minutes? Holy. I mean, I could talk about language.
Yeah, for a
There was
lot
an
of it.
existential crisis,
Yeah.